What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
What's good, y'all? Originally, I wasn't going to put out a video regarding Game 5 of the OKC Denver Nuggets game. I'm not feeling it. I was working on my other channel. I'm kind of tired. I just want to eat a big, fat, juicy burger, watch the new official Superman trailer for the new James Gunn movie once that drops, I'm assuming in a couple hours, and go to bed, and then wake up and go to work in the morning. But the hardcore Joker fans made me get up and put this video because I don't like what I am seeing from a lot of their comments and opinions. And it is their opinions, and I strongly disagree. Now, the Denver Nuggets lost again. A very critical game, Game 5 in OKC, 112-105. A game that they had their chances to win. Just like in Game 4, they had their chances to win. Now they got to win 2 in a row, going back to Denver, and then Game 7 for OKC if they want to advance to the Western Conference Finals. Now, Nikola Jokic had a hell of a game. Finally, because the man's been struggling from a scoring perspective, and he's been struggling mightily. For the series, I think he's shooting under 40% from the field. At least going into this game, he was. Now, Joker had 44 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Phenomenal. Shot 17 for 25 from the field, 5 for 7 from three-point land. Jamal Murray chipped in with 28, but he shot horribly. 10 for 27 from the field, 3 for 13 from 3. The next highest scorer for the Denver Nuggets was Aaron Gordon with 13 points. But like I said, Joker hasn't been the best version of himself, especially this series, as far as consistency goes. The standard, the Joker standard from which we are used to seeing. I'm not saying he doesn't impact the game in other ways, just by his mere presence on the floor. However, we are talking about empty buckets at the same time. And I haven't made a big fuss about it. I haven't. This whole series, I haven't. But what I don't like from what I'm seeing from hardcore Joker fans is that when he has these games like this, and I think he's only had 2 of these in this series, is that they are quick to shit on the rest of the players on the team. Or at least the rest of the players are getting minutes on the team. Making comments like, damn, Joker did everything. Damn, if only Joker had some help. Damn, if we could only get some other people to come along, we would have won this game. Damn, Joker really out there alone. Damn, it's just Joker in the basketball. Damn, Joker really playing 1-on-5 all game. Damn, this guy is carrying this. This guy is carrying that. Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at a comment right now. Get off this shitty team. F the owners. They gave up on you, Joker, for a second year now. Get from out of there. Really? His teammates are shitty. He's on a shitty team. Really? Is it a perfect team? No. Are there holes in the roster? Yes. But a shitty team? No. Another comment. I don't know how can this man keep his cool while carrying a bunch of lazy, overpaid, inconsistent bums for the last 2 seasons. Wow. Is that how you really feel about the Denver Nuggets? Really? There is no point in staying with this team anymore. His team just doesn't pass the ball. Besides Jokic, they all just look to shoot. It's a very frustrating team to watch. I couldn't disagree more, but okay. Go to the other team, Nikola. Your time on the Nuggets is over. There's 100 more comments like that. Come on. This is egregious. Pump the brakes. We are not going to do this. Because all those games where Joker didn't show up, Joker wasn't Joker, who was holding him down? Who was lifting him up? Giving him the aid he needed when he was struggling especially. It was all those other players you're talking shit about. Where was y'all energy when Aaron Gordon was holding it down, when Jamal Murray was holding it down, when Russell Westbrook was holding it down. And collectively, they were holding it down when Joker was struggling from the field. You can't have your cake and eat it too, folks. Don't do that. Do not do that. Now, unfortunately for the Denver Nuggets, when Joker has a great game, the other players don't play so great. And when the other players are playing great, then Joker's not playing so great. They have yet to have a game where they really all come together at the same time and create a perfect chaos, a perfect masterpiece. Right now, it's either one or the other. But don't sit here and act like Joker's just been carrying them this whole series offensively and from a scoring perspective when these other guys have been contributing. We're not going to do that. We're not. Now, you can look at the screen right here. I said going into this game, he was shooting under 40% from the field. But after this explosive game, his percentages went up. So on the series, he's averaging 30 points per game, almost 15 rebounds per game, about 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, on 45% from the field and 31% from the field. The efficiency across the board is down from the regular season. Still, incredible numbers from Joker. We're not denying that. But it hasn't been a consistent run. Coincidentally, his 2 best games are the hamburger bun, and then his 3 duds are the hamburger meat. 3 games in a row, Joker struggled to be Joker with a 17-8-6, a 20-16-6, and a 27-13-3. Shooting under 40% in all 3 of those games from the field. And he even had 1 game in there where he shot 0% from 3-point land, 0 for 10 from the field from 3 in 1 game. So we're not going to sit here and act like he hasn't been getting help. These guys have been chipping in. It may be different players here and there. It may be the same group here and there. It may be one guy with a big, huge effort like Aaron Gordon. You'll get it all kinds of ways. But the fact of the matter is, he hasn't always been there this series. And when he hasn't been, guess who has been there? All those guys that you guys like to shit on now, when Joker finally decides to show up, and he showed up in a major way, a Herculean effort. But it's between both entities, Joker and the rest of the team, to both show up at the same time. They need to get on one accord at the same time. Now, I haven't crunched the numbers and really dug into the information to see if there is a reason why it's working out this way. When Joker puts up these monster games, is it affecting the other teammates in a negative way? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe there's context. I don't know. I haven't really crunched it and dug into it. And I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just not. Like I said, I want to eat this big juicy burger and watch the Superman trailer and go to bed. But it is what it is. It's the reality of the situation right now. Oh, and I don't want to hear any Russell Westbrook stuff. Yes, the last 2 games, from a scoring perspective, Russ hasn't been good. He's been throwing up some air balls. He's just completely off the mark on his jump shot. And I wish he would go to the basket a little bit more. But he has been doing a great job facilitating and putting that ball where it needs to be in other people's hands. And I've seen a lot of dimes that Westbrook made at the basket, putting the ball in their hand at the basket, and people been blowing layups and blowing bunnies. Like, Russ's assist total should be a lot higher. But the energy he's bringing and the defense he is bringing, you cannot deny that. So while Russ shot 1 for 7 from the field this game, 0 for 3 from 3-point land this game, his plus minus was -1. That is the second best plus minus on the team next to Aaron Gordon. Nikola Jokic had a -8 plus minus. So there is some value in Russell Westbrook when having him on the court, even when he's not scoring. And I can tell you right now, it's from that energy, effort, and defense. I can tell you that. Now, plus minus is not a perfect stat, but it gives you an idea. I understand that. The problem with Russ is that when he's not hitting his jump shot, and they're giving it to him, and he keeps taking them, then the coach has to make a decision. What do I want more? Can I live with him possibly or probably missing open three-point shots, as long as he's giving me what he's giving me on the defensive end with the extra possessions on rebounds and things like that? Or do I feel like it's not worth it for this game? We need those buckets that we're not getting from Russ, so I'll have to sacrifice that energy and that defense he brings. That's a decision for the coach when Russ isn't hitting. And he's decided in the last 2 games not to play Russ deep into the fourth because he hasn't been hitting. Now, if Russ has been hitting those jumpers, coach would have played him. But you can tell they miss his defense, effort, and energy. They could have used Russell Westbrook hounding Shea in an ISO man situation. He does a great job guarding SGA. Better than anybody else has done on him. Russ is like a pit bull on defense. So there is still value to him. Now, people will be quick to point out Russ is 1 for 7 and his 4 points. But he's on a min contract at the same time. Haters made sure Russ was getting role player money, minimum role player money. And he plays like a role player in his role that has been designed for him. But then y'all want to bash him like he's a superstar. We really out here blaming role players like this so consistently? One's off the bench. Y'all can't blame Russ. When everything went to crap in the fourth quarter, Russ wasn't on the floor. He wasn't. Jamal Murray got to shoot better from the field. He does. And Michael Porter Jr., I don't know what value there is in this guy right now. If it's his shoulder, whatever. But at that point, I would have rather just had Russ playing than Michael Porter Jr. He offered nothing, and he has been mostly offering nothing all series long. Outside of the last 2 games, Russ has had a phenomenal series. Michael Porter Jr. has been a dud all series long. Sit him down. Go with somebody else off the bench. Hell, play Dario Saric for all I care. Now what the Nuggets are going to need is a collective effort from both Joker and everybody else. Everybody else has to bring their A game, and Joker has to bring his A game together if they want to win this series. Luckily for them, they'll be going back home, but this series has proved that home court advantage might not mean a whole lot. Both teams can win on anybody's floor. But it's going to take an effort, and it's going to take productivity from the cast and Joker. It can't be one or the other. Aaron Gordon has been phenomenal during the entire playoffs. And I see people shitting on Aaron Gordon as many times as he saved the Nuggets' butts. And y'all gonna shit on this guy. Hardcore Joker fans, man. Don't be like LeBron fans, y'all. Do not be like LeBron fans. Please. Be better than that. I'm begging you, be better than that. I want the Nuggets to win. I want Joker to play great, and I want everybody else to play great. But don't be like Brown Goblins. Come on. That's beneath you. If they're going to keep playing Michael Porter Jr., I hope he can come out of this slump. I hope Russell Westbrook can get back on track like he's been all playoffs long. I hope Murray can stay aggressive but shoot a little better. And I hope Joker has a Joker game. It doesn't have to be 44 and 15 and 8. It could be 38 and 8, 30, 10 and 10, but a good, efficient, solid all-around game from which we expect from Nikola Jokic. And he has to keep those turnovers down. He did better with that this game. And Brown has to do Braun stuff. Braun, whatever his name is. I call him both. Sometimes I call him Brown. Sometimes I call him Braun. And Aaron Gordon has to be Aaron Gordon. Tough, physical, rebounding the basketball, finishing at the rim, and now he's stroking that thing. But with all that being said, they still had opportunities to win this game. Execution. But the defense was lacking. In crunch time, the defense was absolutely lacking. And I personally felt they should have kept Russ in. Take out Michael Porter Jr., put Russ in for defense, for rebounding. And if they leave him with the open shot, I would tell Russ, just drive it to the basket. Eventually, when you get close enough, somebody's going to rotate over, and there's going to be an open man somewhere. Keep the defense shifting. But you don't always have to take it if they give it to you, especially if you've been cold all game. Because he causes havoc when he drives to the basket. But that's all I got to say about it, folks. Let me know what you think about it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. And I catch you on the next one. We out, baby.